What's up everyone, Bender here with another Minecraft video. Now, if you saw my last Minecraft video, you saw this whole regenerating ore deal I created. So if we go ahead and destroy this, it spawns it, and it works just fine. Now, this works just fine, but if you remember, there was the issue with the timer for when it resets it back. And this is very limited due to how these work, or they're otherwise real space consuming. So what I've done is I've created a new method for this, which is more compact than this, and it has a little bit more functionality to it. So if we go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and teleport to my new area. It just works with positive coordinates, a lot easier for me to work with. Ignore all this other stuff, that's other stuff I'm testing. Over here, as you see, I have two different redstone systems set up over here, but first we're going to look at this one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set my game mode back to survival. And now if we go ahead and turn this on, this system is active. And if we go ahead and mine this ore, you see it respawns, I get my iron ore, and what's happened is an item is summoned over here, and as you saw, it just disappeared, which activated this redstone torch, which activated this block, and converted it back to iron. Now, let's take a look at this. Here we have our standard test for block command, nothing new. And if we look at this one, we now see we have a /summon command. And it summons an item at these coordinates, which is just above this pressure plate. So, and it summons it with an age of 5900. Now, this part is key. An item despawns after 5 minutes, which is 6,000 ticks. Every 20 ticks is 1 second. So it spawns it in at 5,900 ticks, meaning it has an age total of 100 ticks, which is 5 seconds. With an ID of 1, damage 0, and a count of 1, that's all fine and dandy. This is just needed to summon the item, which will summon it upon this plate. Now, how this is already activated, that means whenever the item despawns, this becomes reactivated and activates our set block command, which replaces the ore. And this ore right here is just setting it to stone. I've compacted a little more vertical wise, and well, now you don't have to build on and on just to get a longer time. Now there's two setbacks with this. One, you're limited to 5 minutes. For instance, if you want to make diamond have a respawn time of 10 minutes, that wouldn't be possible. Another one is, well, it constantly spawns a stone block. So if we go and destroy the iron, we get stone. But if we mine that, we can just constantly mine it. Because whenever you reset it back, it keeps spawning more items, which resets its time back up to 5 seconds, it disappears, resets it. Now, the time thing is a little difficult to manage with. The best I can say is that to have these pressure plates to repeat. So this pressure plate, once it deactivates after 5 minutes, instead of having this be set block, have it be another summon command at another pressure plate for how long you want. But we can easily fix the whole cobblestone issue. Now what we have to do is I'm going to change my game. You're going to change your game rule. You're going to set, you're going to want to do tile drop and set that to false. Whoops, I think I typed it wrong. Do tile drops and set that to false. Now that's fine and dandy. Now it won't constantly drop, but if now when we mine it, we don't even get our iron. And there is a fix to that, which is over there. Let this respawn. Turn that off. Now over here, I'll go ahead and activate it. I'll go ahead and show you an example of what's done. We mine it. We get our iron. And it's not dropping cobble. Now, how this is working is up from here to here, it's all the same. Summon, set block to stone, that's all the same. Now, what's going on over here is now we have two outputs. This is our standard set block back to iron ore, and if you notice, it's opposite if it was on the pressure plate. So when the item goes on, torch turns off, and when the item despawns, torch turns back on and activates this. Now what we have right here is a give command to give the player 1 iron ore. And this is also really customizable. If you want to make the ores drop more, you would just simply change this number, say 5. So after I mine it, I should get 8. Or I should have 8. Oh, whoops, I have the command all wrong. It is the data, then the amount, I believe. So we'll wait for that to despawn. As you saw, activated that. Oh, I can't change it. That's what it is. Whoops, game mode 1. Now change it to 5. And this we can test in creative as there's no tile drop, so we just destroy it. Boom, I got 5. And that's how this one works. And I'll go ahead and show how you would extend this time-wise. I just need to copy this command, that way I don't have to remember where that block is. Or why did I destroy it? And then we're gonna create... Make sure it's at least 2 blocks away, because if you put a pressure plate on this, and it sends power, yes, to the block below it, but also on each side. So if I go ahead and place some redstone right there, you see it's getting powered. So that's why you want it at least one way. And I only have the glass there to prevent, you know, anything picking it up or moving it. You don't necessarily need it, but it's a good precaution. So just place our glass like that. And actually, let me go ahead and put our output right here. You can do this off of any side, it doesn't matter. So if you want to try and slightly conserve space, just place it right there, and that'll work just fine. Now, we're going to go ahead and place that command back there. We're going to take this summon command, place it in there, but we're going to change something. We need to figure out our coordinates for this button. So we're going to press F3, 37, 57, 40, 37, 57, 40. Now, I'm not going to set it to 5 minutes. Wait, set block. Something's missing here. Oh, okay. So, I'm not going to set it to 5 minutes, but instead I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to 10 seconds. Let's do... Wait. Yeah, 10 seconds. Okay. So once it spawns on there, it's going to spawn, deactivate, and then what we want to do... Oh, that'll automatically do it 10 seconds. Okay. So this would be... Just view this as... if we were to set it to 0, because if the age is 0, then it's going to go through all the ticks up to 6,000, which will be 5 minutes. So just imagine this 5900 is 0, and imagine this 5900 here is also 0, which would be 10 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and destroy our block. We still get our ore. And I'm not going to exactly count, but as you can see, it despawned, and that one activated that. And once it despawns, we get our iron ore back. So this is just a little... These two ways are a little more compact. This is if you don't mind them being able to just mine the hell out of it and get a bunch of cobblestone. That's just fine. Over here, though, is if you want to prevent it, but the downside is you have to have do tile drops off. That way, you know, they can't mine cobble, or they can't mine 4 cobble from the respawning stone. So that's about it for now. In terms of Minecraft, I'm going to be starting I'm actually going to be starting a new series, basically going through anywhere from basic redstone stuff to advanced circuitry, to things like command cube programming, using like if statements within command blocks, even though there's technically not an if statement. A comparator is your if statement, basically. Because a comparator is basically saying from a command block, if the command was successfully ran, launched a or you made a redstone signal. So that's a new series I'm going to start. So I can't wait to start that and get those uploaded and all that business. Yeah. So this has been Bender. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you guys in my next video. See you later.